Hello everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. My name is Mantic Sare and well, today we are going to do a little bit of a factory tour. So I've told a few people about what's going on here. If you've been involved in Maker Gamers Discord, for example, you would have heard a few things. So I thought, you know what, let me show you around where we were and where we're going. So first off, we have our space elevator in front of us, and if you look in the top right corner, we have all the parts for the next stage. Oh my gosh, it was such a headache. You'll find out about that very shortly. The 2,500 versatile frames, 500 modular engines, 150 adaptive control units. Ah dear, it was such a mess. And you're gonna see it. Ah dear. Anyway, first off, let's get this shoved in a box. Pull that thing down. And in it goes. There we go. 2, 1, 1, boom! Off it goes. There we go. Right, that's it. So yes, as I say, we all know what that thing is. So let's take a little look around. We have that. Oh, yes, we have that over there. Yes, my factory has gas. Moving on. So over on that side we have some train stations, and we'll come to those in a minute. If we go around the other way, we have a bit of a recycling going on here. Studios arch over there. The other side of that is where I have my starter base, and boy, that was a mess. Clipping through cliffs and yeah, shouldn't discuss that. But now it's producing a few, well, not ingots. Yes, ingots. Smelting it over there. Bring it down on this bus which I made up. Very basic thing. It's all going to get ripped up and shoved into this. I was trying to do something that would be 100% efficient with iron, and it has so far not quite worked out to be so. Oh well. But it's going to, I don't know whether I'm going to just keep it and work on it and improve it, because it needs quite a bit. As you can see, we have the ingots going in and an odd belt here. Can't even remember what was supposed to go on that one. Pretty sure it wasn't from these miners in front of us, but I don't actually remember what was supposed to go in there, or even where it goes. Hey, we're going to get rid of all of that. I think we're going to strip it all out. I think it makes the most sense. In the meantime, it's got constructors down here making plates, and if we just go up here, actually, you know what, you're supposed to take the stairs over there, but hey, everybody's a bit different. Yes, so it all gets made in separate areas and goes up and down in this main network in the middle here. The idea was a good one, the execution not so much. I'm much more impressed with my power plant. This is the first proper power plant I've made, producing 1500 megawatts of power and 100% efficient. It's probably about the only thing I've got which is 100% efficient at the moment. It was a bit of a headache. I don't seem to get on too well with fluids, but it does work and I'm happy with it. So, hey. It's pipes. Yes, I'm not going to pipes. I'm going to scoot over to the train station, and here we have, coming in from the blue lake, we have all the iron ore, and then we have plastic, copper ore, rubber, bits and pieces. In fact, we're going to take this train over here and head on over to that place. But yes, that's a different work in progress. I'm going to show you that later, but it is a new train track and we're going to get rid of all of these. They were, yeah, another idea which I'm not too happy with. So, hey, it'll go soon. It'll go soon. So let's just back up nice and neatly. Too fast, too fast. Okay, let's Stop. Stop. You know what? Just forget it. Let's keep going. It's got too far now. Try that again. No. Not as bad, but not perfect. Another train coming. Go, 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 go. So, I was going to use this as my main train line, but after considering practicalities of having too many go on this line, that's why we're going to strip it all out. A bit of a steel factory in the corner there, another thing which is going to be designed. I was also going to put that road in, but since this rail is in the way, that's going to disappear. And we're just going to nip over to the train station at the Blue Lake. Here we go. Now this is my first ever playthrough, and I've only done about 250 hours in here, so a lot of the builds are me working out and learning as I go. I feel I'm doing okay, but you can all put your comments down as to how bad it is. This is aiming to bring in all the resources from around the Blue Lake into this one train station. So we have over there the iron ore going in, and if we get around here a little bit, so just all the iron ore going into the one train station, going out on the one train. And on the other side, we have, as I said, limestone coming in, we've got copper ore coming in, plastic, we've got rubber. We're bringing in all the ore from even up there by the lake, so that's a lot of iron coming down, and then the copper and Caterium, that's the other one, is coming down from the other side. Tried running the belts on these beams because I was thinking it might look quite nice. I'm quite happy with it actually. I might try doing this in another area. If you notice, it works when you put the supports on top of the beams, on top of the beam connectors. Now, this is my first proper bigger build. This was, let's see, 20, 80 coal power plants. Yeah, as you can see, it's the fluids which are the problem. All the coal is coming in, that's no issue. It's the fluids which don't seem to quite work. So you see that it's not all running properly. If we hit down, so try to make it as neat and tidy. All the belts running from the ceiling for the upstairs floors. You have the pipe work coming down the back wall. Try to put in some lighting as well, and there we go. Neat and tight. Safety first. Nice high voltage electrical cable in behind a bare steel container. Yeah, the hole in the wall was just to get access outside because yes, you know, yeah, it's not perfect, but I was happy with it. But what the? Yeah, when I said not perfect, I didn't mean giant big holes in the wall. The actual building, just maybe an outside wall, not missed a bit. Anyway, if we head down our little fancy lit up stairs here, this is more of the service area. We've got all the piping coming in, we have conveyor belts feeding the coal in, and come around the corner a second. Down these stairs, you can see all the water extractors. So it's 6 rows of water extractors feeding up into the top there. Again, with the experiment with lighting, doesn't seem to make any difference down there though. Oh well. But now we're going to head over to the oil refinery, still on the other side. So this is taking oil and making plastic and rubber, along with a good amount of fuel. So it's taking all the oil from the coastline there, and we have the rubber on this side, just a little bit, and then all the rest is plastic. And if we go back this way, I'm going to take you up to the balcony and take a look at the service area. No, let's take the other side. Other side. I was trying to make a nice, neat builds of service areas, nice, neat cabling. Yeah, be happy with that. You have the fuel generators above, and down there, all our refineries. At the back, it's a bit of a jumble with the pipe work because it was trying to work. Oh, hey, I forgot about you. You got anything nice for me? Anything nice? Oh, copper ore. Okay. Every little helps, I suppose. Right, if we head back inside, this is the fuel area, and to the right here is underneath all the rubber and plastic areas. Yeah, this is just a little bit because we had polymer resin getting backed up in the corner here, so I wanted to ease it off. Probably don't actually need that anymore. But if we hit back inside, so all of these refineries are making fuel. If I can remember right, I think it's 36 refineries or 46 refineries making fuel. It's getting fed round, and then the fuel is going out on the side, and polymer resin is going straight down and out the other end. And this is our control room. Again, experimenting with lighting. I even tried to put in this false ceiling here, as if to protect ourselves from all the cables. Although they just run down. A little bit of heavy oil residue going through, and then we have power switches for every area of the factory. So we've got it for fuel, we've got it for the rubber, rubber on oil, plastic being made from polymer resin, plastic from oil. The power generators on the roof, as we can see, it's fairly steady, decent amount, 20k there. Master switch, which connects to the grid outside. It was a bit of fun. It's not always working quite right, but it's actually quite a lot more power than I currently use, so we're good. Oh yeah, over on the right here. Do not turn off. That is the extractors outside bringing everything in. If you switch that off, the whole thing will shut down. So we don't want to do that. And then some controls for lighting. On the roof up here, I brought all the liquids in here into these great big fluid buffers in an attempt to ensure that there was always a steady supply of fluid downstairs. I think it's not quite worked. Most of them are full. Water is certainly working, but for some reason the fuel doesn't always seem to flow quite right. Anyway, back of the grasslands. Let's take a look at the rest of what we've got going on here. Grab our buddy over here. Check out I was going to say my slick driving style there. It ain't. It works. But yeah, there we go. So you can just about see my giant wall. That's covered in the previous videos. So this is the new train line. It's at this stage a work in progress, but it goes all the way off to the Blue Lake, and it'll be bringing everything in for it to be processed over here in the grasslands. And now we're back in the mess. My bus, that is my storage over there, and the cacophony of the other side. This is making heavy modular frames, making motors. In fact, you know what, while we're over here, let's pick up some of what we need for what's going on here. Let's pick up what we need for unlocking bauxite, because that would be nice to do. What do we need? We need some computers, we need heavy modular frames, and motors and rubber. So we've got rubber, heavy modular frames, right, let's grab the motors. doesn't seem to be going. Wait a minute. Why isn't this working? That should be operating. That's not. Why is that not? It's all full. Got power. Why isn't that working? Wait, that's full of... I think something's not right. They got all the stators there, but where are the rotors? There's one. There's... Yeah. That's all being made in the iron factory. That one. And you know how I said it wasn't 100% efficient? Yeah. Very far from being what we need. That's why it's getting cleared out. That's why we made this mess over here as well. That was to make all of the space elevator parts. So we are doing the versatile frames and the modular engines, the adaptive control units, all there, and sending it off to the space elevator. Our buddy over to the left there. I know it's a mess, it's going to get ripped up so we can actually move on to the next stage of space elevator parts, which is a much bigger ordeal. But that's going to get ripped out. All of this over here is going to get cleaned out as well from space. And this is the Fix-It Factory, at least what's left working the Fix-It Factory. Not much need for a Fix-It Factory at the moment, so that's all going to disappear as well. So, make some space. In the meantime, let's finish off with loading all this up so we can get this bauxite refinement going. Because I would really like to be running Mark V belts. Oh, one thing before we do, most important, cup of tea. We cannot launch without a cup of tea. 3, 2, 1. Press the big red button. Quick. Quick. There we go. And
a new generation of basic aluminum.
Thank you very much, Ada, for your description. Off it goes. If you like, put a thumbs up, put some comments below, and I will be showing you progress in the water. Take care.